This is odd. I didn't expect this opening the game up. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, let's get back to the video game now. That's a little weird, but I wonder if that's part of the gameplay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
My first achievement? Okay. Alright. Well, back in Cubicle 427.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wait. Who farted? What? New content? Excuse me?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Can I close the door and go this way? No? Oh, so many choices. I guess we're going through this door.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Ooh.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial
Give me that
success,
money.
it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new
Inject new
that
content
broadens
into the
and expands
game.
the world of the Stanley Parable,
More.
delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yes, I'll give me the content too. Ooh.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Press. Oh, I can jump? Oh. Can I just mash A here? Alright. Oh, this is the best, isn't it? Just watching me watch that counter go down? Oh, I'll be in the Stanley Olympics for sure. Oh, I can't jump anymore? Was I supposed to not jump here? Was I supposed to jump on this table? I can't jump. This is weird getting achievements now. Did I win? I guess we're going.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right
20
there.
hours of me reading
I
dictionary.
could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more.
Oh.
Very good.
Sweet.
Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for
chair.
whatever it is.
Ooh. Thank you for enjoying... Oh.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
Ignore.
What quality assurance department signed off on this? It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
What?
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
No gimmicks.
Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay. Well, yeah, it's my office, but this is different. Like, that's the hallway I would usually walk through or something. But okay.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. Where's my... Oh, there's Crouch. This looks dangerous, though. Coffee nut. What do we got?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
Like a minute ago.
Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Oh.
Just our little secret. Take a look.
Office supplies. In this what the heck?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I don't know what to think. I'm kind of in awe. Like, wow, this looks nice. Ooh, the door opened. Better go inside.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap Nintendo Switch port? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
They did?
Oh, the
Good times. Good times. It's weird I can't grab anything. Don't forget. Okay. Zone, sweet zone. Hey, that looks familiar. Ooh, postcard. 2013, and the time is 2013. Our first kiss. My first car. The release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Ooh, it's your first dollar. Smile, because it happened. Ooh, is that the soundtrack? Oh yeah, bits of music. There are music bits. Don't cross the rope. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. That's why we framed it. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Yeah, I think I heard about that achievement. New video game releasing today. The New Donk Times. New Donk Times. Hurt. 50% off designer hat, but a small creature owns the other half. I like this coupon. Hey, look! It's me! Memories. Ooh. Oh, a bench. Can I sit in this bench? Oh, I can't get past these weeds.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever
created.
It was Skyrim.
Persona
it was Persona
3.
It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
Nothing.
It's no games at all.
Oh.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh. Ah, nostalgia. It was good. Ah, 2 doors. The end is never the end.
Here's another moving passage. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game
was perfect. 9 out of 10.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the Nintendo Switch. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
I like boring color and meeting. 6 royalty-free carpet designs. Oh, this door. Another door. More memory.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
We're just going outside? Ooh.
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
That's probably a metaphor.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Not recommended.
Honestly,
why would
I
you
could
tweet
not be
this,
bothered to play this
Bug
game to full
Livia?
completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
That should have scared me
I suppose I
as
could
much
write
as
up a
it did.
handful of gags to insert into the
Hey,
Stanley
there's a thumbs
Parable,
up. Why don't we
but
put
the
that
game
one
is
over
already
here?
such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Wow, there's a lot of these boxes over here. Not recommended.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can
no
tell me
comment.
if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh, another review. In the water.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Cookie 9.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Ooh. Oh. My skip
and
button.
here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
Well, I was waiting for you to
It's
finish,
something
man.
like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be
Okay,
just...
press the button.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12
hours.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door.
The fire alarm still seems to be working.
Door. There's just you and the button. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Oh, did it light up again? Oh, the clock fell. That means more time has passed, I think. What's that ringing? Oh, is that the fire alarm? I guess it is. Yeah, it gets quieter the further away I get. Oh man, the psychological damage this game is doing to me. Oh good, it lit up again. Can we just go again?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said.
Well, fire alarm's not working anymore. Guess we just keep going forward in time.
The end is never the end, 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 is never...
Oh. Ugh. Let's keep going. Oh. Everything's collapsing in on itself. Press Because the button still works. Ooh. Wish I could jump. We just keep going? Okay. Oh. You know, there's gonna be some galactic horror that's gonna pop out one of these times I press this button. Ooh. Oh, man. The hole getting bigger? Oh, button! No button! Oh. Oh my. I wanted an open world Stanley Parable game. And this is what I got. Nothing around here? The structure sure did last a while. Button, speak to me. Can we go forward more? Oh. I think there was some brain damage in that last one.